I'm really hoping the camera doesn't screw up the brightness here today. Hey guys, so I asked you guys on Instagram to send me a few questions so that way I can make a Q&A video. Although I know about half of you guys saw the whole question thing on Instagram and just completely ignored it. So yeah, that's fun. Man, I'm such a pessimist. I don't know why people ignored it, personally. What's not to want to know about me? I'm a great guy. Right? I understand that I was kind of hopping on a bandwagon talking about that kind of stuff with the whole new question system with Instagram, but hey, it was a useful thing. I wanted to make a Q&A video, so it proved useful to me. I used it to its actual convenience, I guess. I don't know. We're just gonna go with that. Anyway, I did get a few questions from certain people on my Instagram, thankfully. So while it's only a handful, I'm gonna try to elaborate on most of them so that way I can get a pretty interesting video out there to you guys. Anyway, let's get to it. If Johnny has 3 apples and eats one, calculate the... First question and I'm already triggered. How did I calculate the mass of the sun when Johnny eats those apples? Let's see. Mass of the sun, so if I carry the 5, move that over there, that gives me about 3,000. Multiply that by equals mc squared. Gravitation, which I think was like 6.01 e to the negative something. That leaves me with 2 more equations. Take the integral of that function and that leaves me with... That's the mass of the sun. There you go. Why the 3 personas? Just curious because I think it's pretty cool. Okay, I actually got a lot of questions regarding this, which makes sense because I know a lot of people actually don't understand that. Basically, the 3 personas come from different experiences that I have in life. It's me, Ozone, and Difference. How it works is that I play off them as if they were actual characters, as if they were actual human beings in the world, and they're completely separate from me, but they're still me in a sense. I'll describe them for you really quickly. So Ozone, he came sophomore year of high school. He was the nickname that I had when I first started getting into dancing. Eventually I grew him into the character that he is now. He represents more of my assertive side. He represents like my determined and very focused side of life. He's a cool guy. Especially once you get to know him. The mask, he always wears a mask, some kind of mask, whether that be full face or half face, he always wears some kind of mask, so it scares people sometimes, but he's a really cool person. Difference came just this year actually. I think Difference will now be almost a year old, maybe. Difference came when I started to focus more on poetry and when I started to get more into my music. It was another nickname that I gave myself, and again, I molded him into the character that he is now. He basically represents my more emotional and spiritual side, that being with the words that he says, because unlike Ozone doesn't really like to talk much. Difference does like to talk, and he loves to play on words. He loves to mix up words and make them really unique and really, it's hard to understand him and what he's saying, basically. So, cool guy, he loves to talk to people and he's very friendly. You should try to get to know him. It's just understanding what he's trying to say is hard. So what I want to get across when I say this is that I've been told this before, that it seems like I just have multiple personality disorder. Nothing against that. That's perfectly understandable why people would think that. But the thing is that Ozone and Difference, I molded them into the characters that they are. They are really just names of me that I have, and the way that I play them, whether you see that in my Instagram captions or how I talk sometimes, it's a gimmick. It's all a gimmick. It's a gimmick that I hope to continue for a really long time because it's something unique and it's something that not really too many people have done before. And as many of you know, I like to be unique. And if you didn't know that about me, then you don't really know me. Why did you choose U of M? So I chose U of M mainly because of the fact that it's literally one of the best schools in the entire world for performing in arts. And it is an insanely cool looking school. I've been there multiple times now, and I really feel welcomed there, and I feel like I'm gonna be challenged both academically and creatively, and the way that I work around music or poetry with the things that I love and the hobbies that I do. I think it's going to be a really cool experience. How do you ask a question?
Really, nigga?
You know, the thing is, with the person who's asking this, I know you, I'm really good friends with you, so I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not. So I don't know, what do you want me to do with this question? What do you want me to do with this? To be honest of me, from both Ozone and Difference. Wait, so you want these guys to answer the question for you? Does that mean I have to go get them? Hey! Where are you guys? Okay, so as you guys know, Ozone doesn't really like to talk. So for the person who asked this, Ozone said he just gave you the shaka. That's all he said. He doesn't like to talk much, so you shouldn't expect much from him. Difference said you are a light that hides among the masses that has yet to be lit. That's what Difference said about you. So is that good for you? I don't know. Want to wipe me up? I'm triggered again. Okay, so for most people who don't know, it was a walking meme around high school, especially in the Chinese section, or the Chinese class, called Wipe Me Up Boy. And I'm not gonna explain what that meme is. If you want to know more about it, you can ask me that personally. What do you love most about life? Good question. So what I like most about life, or what I should say, what I love most about life is just seeing how people and how things evolve in life. Right now, we live in a very critical point where we're always looking for approval for people. And I don't think that's a good thing. So when I see people change from that, and when they learn to accept themselves, it brings me joy as well. So that's what I like to see in life. Obviously when people change, it can be for the worse sometimes. You'll see someone who went from being all peachy and was really good, and all of a sudden they're a drug addict. That's happened before, I've seen it. When people change for the better, it brings me a lot of joy. And I know I've experienced that. I've definitely changed a lot. You can ask anyone who is still on good terms with me since like middle school or freshman year to now, they'll know that I'm definitely not the same person. I genuinely consider myself to be really unique. Everyone I'd say is unique in a certain way, but I consider myself to be just very outgoing and very, dare I say, like, I'm a non-conformist. I don't really try to seek for people's approval with everything. Of course, I want to be accepted, and the things that I don't do them to be ignored. But at the same time, if I don't get everyone's approval, it's not the end of the world. If I know that I'm happy with what I did, then that's good enough. I wish more people were like that in the world. I feel like most of my generation is always searching for approval for people. And I just feel like we need to change eventually. And just know that you're awesome for who you are, and you shouldn't live inside a bubble where you think acceptance is what you need to survive. You should find it, you should get out of that bubble, you should change and know that you were made for a specific plan, you were made for something specific. You should follow that and know that the only thing that matters is what you say and not what everyone else says. So when I see that growth in people, when I see that wisdom come on to people, it brings me a lot of joy. That's what I enjoy most about life. How's your summer? My summer's been pretty good. Yeah, no, I've been hanging out with a few people in my life, a few classmates, and overall it hasn't been bad. Been working, been trying to find a job, been working on music, and getting ready to go to college. Unfortunately, I have fallen victim to being on the list of a lot of people who have been left off after a "let's hang out this summer" comment. And yeah, it hurts. And I know for a fact too that I'm probably doing that to someone else, and I know it must hurt. So if I'm doing that to anyone and you happen to watch this video, please let me know so I can correct that. I'm a victim to that, and I don't like to do it onto others, what others are already doing onto me. Yeah, if I'm ever doing that to anyone, please let me know. I would love to try and get a few more hangouts before I leave. Yeah, please let me know. How long have you been dancing, Ozone?
Can we just pause for a second to take a look at this grammar? How long have you been dancing, Ozone? How long have you been dancing, Ozone? English isn't your first language, is it?
Oh shit, I have to go get Ozone now. Okay, hold on, let me go get Ozone. there's Ozone for you. I told you guys he's not much of a talker. I love you. It's not really a question. I don't know if I can include that in the video. Have you ever thought about starting a YouTube channel? Actually, I do have a YouTube channel. I haven't posted on it since this video here. And this video is probably, God, how old is this video? Basically, it's been a while since I posted on that YouTube channel. But the YouTube channel right now is something really weird. I'm gonna change it to eventually say the same thing as my Instagram account name. I'll probably let you guys know. That is if you actually want to see my content. Yeah, I'm thinking about posting stuff on there more again. It's primarily shots of Ozone dancing at the time. He says he wants to get back into that too, so I'll probably upload videos of him dancing. Maybe I'll upload a few vlogs here and there if I ever do that in the future. But yeah, I'll probably let you guys know when I get that YouTube channel thing situated out. But yes, I do currently have one. Do you ever have conversations between your different personas when you are alone? It's a very intricate question. I can't say that I do. Well, there will be moments when I wonder like what they're thinking or how they're gonna do this or how they're gonna do that. But other than that, not really. I don't really have conversations with them. Something they just come in or come out. If it's for something that they need, then they'll just say, hey, can I come here and do this real quick? And then I let them out. They do what they need to do, and then they go back in, and then boom, it's me. Other than that, no, I really don't have conversations with them. I hope you guys understand too that me, Ozone, and Difference, we are all the same person, so it's not like separate people. Is this 3 different perspectives or personalities? Who am I talking about? Oh my God, how many questions are there? No, I get it. Like, it's a confusing thing. I get why people would be confused about it. So it's basically 3 different personalities. It's not a disorder, again, it's a gimmick. Right now you are listening to Christian. It's the same person who's most people see in school or most people talk to, that's always Christian. The only time you'll ever really see Ozone or Difference, you'll see Ozone when, whether he's dancing or when he's wearing a mask. And you'll see Difference basically whenever he says something really confusing. So if you hear something confusing, that's Difference. Or prolific, that's also Difference. But if all I'm doing is movement or I have a mask on, then that's Ozone. You'll get to know him a lot more in the future. That is, if you'll still be following me in the future. I don't know. And that is all the questions. So again, a little disappointed that a lot of people just waltzed right over the whole question thing and just didn't bother to like type up something really quickly. I'm a little disappointed in you guys for that, but oh well, it's not my life, so I can't control what you guys do. So anyway, thanks for listening, and hopefully I can do another one of these in the future where I'll actually have like a lot more questions and a lot more things to play off with. But for now, this is how I'm gonna do it, and this is just really fun for me to make. Yeah, I'm excited to see what the future holds for stuff like this, and for maybe even more creative things in the future. Anyway, thank you guys, and I will talk to y'all later.